Hey guys, Caesar here. As a leader, your time spent developing and equipping the right people can have immediate and expansive results. Leadership development is really just apprenticeship or discipleship further along the path of faith, knowledge, and skills. Discipleship further up the slope. If you've trained people in such a way that they can now reproduce and train others, in turn producing future leaders, then you have the makings of a true movement. It's like this. When I teach my kids what I learned from my mother and father, and they in turn teach the same things to their own kids, that encompasses 4 generations of my family. My parents, my wife and I, my children, and then their kids. You see that? 4 generations. This is a picture of how multiplication works. It moves naturally and quickly from one generation to the next, and it has the ability to impact the future in powerful ways. In the New Testament of the Bible, the Apostle Paul once said to his younger apprentice Timothy, he said, "The things that you've heard me say in the presence of many witnesses, entrust to other reliable people who will also be qualified to teach others." Paul, Timothy, reliable people, others. There it is again. We see 4 generations and this natural pattern. For years, when I'd read that passage, this simple yet powerful blueprint escaped me. It seemed natural when I read it, but I didn't immediately grasp the explosive implication that I found here. One generation of people is generally considered to cover around 25 years of time or history. 4 generations, therefore, encompasses about 100 years. Whoa! Many sociologists point out that throughout history, we tend to see major shifts in culture and worldview approximately every 4 generations. So if we want to change a city or a nation, and we can immediately touch the next 3 generations of disciples, 4 including ourselves, we will see amazing multiplication that can have an incredible impact on the world. Just by being intentional and passing on reproducible discipleship in all of life, we each have the potential to shift and influence the next 100 years and beyond. But this doesn't have to take a whole century to become a visible reality. When you get to the 4th generation of reproduction in your own communities, with this process of disciples making disciples, things are now fueled by new traditions and a new culture itself begins to take flight. That's some pretty powerful stuff, and that can happen a lot quicker than 100 years. So if, like many of us did for a long time, you've been developing others and working with new leaders primarily just to fill holes in your programs, the next best time to think movement and 4-generation cultural explosions is now. I'd love to hear about your successes with this and any questions you may have. What has really made a difference in all of this for you? Leave me your thoughts in the comments below or on Facebook. And as always, thanks for watching.